is your big sis T Renee, and I am back tonight with another story time. And if you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in with me each time that I post. I am so grateful for your loyalty. And if you are new, I'm hoping that you enjoyed the video tonight and that you find something that resonates with you on this channel and makes you want to subscribe. Again, y'all, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you for tuning in. I know y'all are here for a story time, so let's get to it. And as you have seen the title already, you kind of have an idea of what this video is going to be about. So let's give this character a name that I'm going to be introducing to you guys. Her name is Janice. Okay, just a little background. I met Janice when I was attending my first university that I went to. I've mentioned that in a couple other story times. I decided to go for like one semester to this Christian college that wasn't too far from my hometown. I didn't really care for it that much. I take that back. I'm lying. It wasn't that I didn't care for the college. It's just that I didn't care to be there anymore. It was I decided to go there for reasons that wasn't for me. My boyfriend it was closer to my boyfriend back home. A lot of my homegirls from high school were there, and just, I don't know. But originally I was going to go to Tennessee State University, and so that's why I ended up going. But while I was at this small college, I'm talking too much. But while I was at this small college, I met this girl, Janise. And Janise was from Nashville, and she, like me, wanted to go to the small Christian college because she felt like she could connect more with her peers and her teachers. And, you know, we just had our reasons for being there. But she, like myself, as I soon found out when I transferred to TSU the following semester, she transferred back home to Tennessee State University as well. So, you know, we run into each other on campus. It was like, hey, what's up, girl? Because, like I said, we met at the Christian college. We were cool. She wasn't my roommate, but she stayed in the room next door to me and my roommate. And we got really cool there. So, you know, we didn't really talk a whole lot when we took a break off, but I didn't even know she had transferred. And obviously, she didn't know that I transferred. So, we got really, really close from there. And I was still on campus. Of course, she ended up leaving this Christian college for reasons I'm not going to talk about in this video. I will be doing a small series on her. And so I'll explain why she left this small college. Yeah, and the college, it's a lane college. It's like a small Christian college in Jackson, Tennessee. Because like I said, we're all from Tennessee. I'm from Memphis, and the girl Janise is from Nashville. But yeah, and we met, you know, at this school in Jackson. So yeah. Okay, like I said, she left for personal reasons, and I'm sure I'll get into those later on in the series with her. And so this is pretty much just me introducing her. Yeah. Anyway, so fast forward, we reconnected on campus, you know, just making sure we exchange numbers. During this time, y'all, we had MySpace, and we, like, that's, you know, that's how we, like, I guess, communicated before we decided to exchange numbers with each other. So, you know, as time go on, we're getting closer. And of course, I have a roommate. I, you know, hung with my roommate a little bit, but I started spending more time with Janice. And so at this time, I was still, like I said, I was still on campus. And so one day she hits me up, you know, after class.
Hey, this weekend, I'm linking up with my little boo, and he got some friends, and he wants to know if I got some homegirls that don't mind linking up with all of them, and we all just hang out.
She was like, because I introduced them to, like, I guess her homegirls from her hometown, and they all didn't really click. Cause she was, you know, she kind of explains, like, I
introduced them to,
I would say, girl Shay, because that was her best friend.
I introduced them to Shay, and, you know, they all didn't really click.
And in my opinion, her homegirls was probably too ghetto for these guys. And I'm not saying these were some goody two guys, but you in college, you want you kind of want to meet something different than you probably would choose for yourself. That's just me in my opinion, because a lot of the guys I met in college are nothing like the guys from back home, or the guys that I would even have chose to have dated, you know, chose for myself or dated. So yeah, a lot of the guys were different. And don't get me wrong, it's still some street guys in college now, don't get it twisted. And I'm saying street like they are who they are. They are the epitome. They are the product of their environment, and they let you know that every chance. There ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Be you, don't be phony. But if you that wholesome, you know, square, as some would say, God, then that's who you are too. You know, if you a goody too, you a goody too. But if you got a, you know, if you good energy, that's, you know, hey, you never know. We can vibe, but it don't even matter. So like I said, she's explaining about, you know, the guys. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. We ain't got nothing to do with me and my roommate. And I didn't really care for my roommate like that. This particular roommate. And this wasn't Mimi. So I'm not gonna get this roommate a 9 really. She was just that, she was that type of girl where she felt like a lot of things were beneath her. She was very sheltered. I feel like very inexperienced with guys, honestly. I mean, yeah, we young, but I'm just saying, I'm not gonna even really say inexperienced with guys. She kind of gave off dingy, you know, not necessarily square, but dingy. Like, I'm sure she dated guys, but you could just tell, like, a lot of things were new to her. And she, like, showed, you could just tell a lot of things were new to her. She was introduced to a lot of different things. And it wasn't even so much as her acting all dingy with the guys. It was just everything overall. Like, I hate to say bougie, but she kind of gave bougie. Because we would be, she would go do stuff with me and my siblings. But anyway, this story is not about my bougie ass roommate. It is strictly about me, Janice, and some other people. So yeah, fast forward to the following weekend. She hits me up like, okay,
I'm gonna come pick y'all up at this time. You know, I gotta be ready. And
it was some little spot we went to. What was it? It wasn't Dave and Buster's. It was some little popping little adult fun spot they had in Nashville. I can't remember what it was. I don't even know. Some bar. Was it? Yeah. And then we end up going to some little, wasn't that far from us. She literally stayed like 5 minutes from our dorm, because we were in like the new dorm, and it kind of like sat in the back of the campus, away from all the other dorms, away from all the administrative offices and all that. Like, you can literally come from like this back street to get through. And it's supposed to have security back there, but people would come through there. At a certain time, security would block people from coming back there, but they probably didn't trip throughout the day because so many college students was around, you know. They lived in the neighborhood. So yeah, she would come around through there and come scoop us up. So we get in the car and we just talking. She's trying to give us a play-by-play of, you know, just a little background about some of the guys that are close with the guy that she was dating at the time. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. So we get to the location, we get inside, and you know, everybody doing their introductions, and you know, sit down and communicate. And this one particular guy who I'm going to give a name, his name is Marlin. Y'all, Marlin was nothing like the guys I would even, like I said, date. Would even think I would date. Not gonna say he was giving square L7 or whatever. He wasn't too geeky, but like I said, he was one of those guys where you could tell he wasn't the popular guy in school. He was smart, but a lot of people knew him because he was cool as hell. Like, he gave that vibe. Like, if you could paint a guy, he was him. And he was a handsome guy. He wasn't the finest, but he was handsome to me. He had some things about him. His uniqueness, what made him handsome to me. But like I said, he was cool, like off top. Like, I dug his energy. You know, the conversation we was having. It's just the approach he gave when he formally introduced himself. Because like I said, you know how you go around and you say your name and tell people so-and-so and this so-and-so, friend, best friend, cousin, brother, sister, whatever. He was sitting by me and he was like, hey, I'm so-and-so and so-and-so, what's up? You know, whatever the conversation was, he really introduced himself as a gentleman to me. It came off as though he was a gentleman. The way he introduced himself, he was being a gentleman to me. And I feel like he wanted a formal introduction, not just a whole around the world introduction. And I'm all for that, especially if I'm digging you and I'm trying to get to know you. So yeah, you know, we sitting back, we joking, we laughing, and you can see Janise just constantly like looking over, but not trying to be obvious. But I see her. I'm not thinking too much about it, but I do see her peeping. And then in my mind, she just trying to check out. Oh, look at my girl. She digging somebody. That's what I'm thinking. She probably thinking like, oh, okay, they digging each other. Okay, so yeah. I said, fast forward, we enjoy our time there, and then they was like, hey, y'all want to go to a bar? And so we all agreed, trailed them to a bar. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, it wasn't just her dude and two other guys would be my roommate. It was like some other guys and girls there, and I'm guessing they all were probably like couples or something, or just friends. I mean, it was a nice group of us at this place. So we ended up going to this bar, y'all. We kicked it there. Me and Marlin, we dancing, and then, you know, like, and then I can see Janise looking over, and her dude talking to her, but she too busy looking over us. Again, I'm not thinking too deep into it because of me knowing Janise, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, yeah, she seeing her girl. She probably thinking we really feeling each other, and I know later on she gonna ask about what we was talking about, and if I'm feeling him, because that's something she always do. Because y'all, she was really outgoing, but she also would have to watch her because she would be making up this like, it was really outgoing. Like, she was the type of chick where she don't have no problem shooting her shot at a guy and just being straightforward about what she's feeling. And so, like I said, she knew the guy. She knew the type of guy. She knew she had a type, and she made sure that type circle of guy friends was the same as him, because she was always trying to hook us up with these type of guys. She was like, we here for education, but we also here to look for husbands. Like, we need to make sure they husband material. Like, she was always like that, y'all. But you have to watch it too, because she would tell a lot in a minute about some stuff. But other than that, you know, she was my girl. She was cool. And, you know, for the most part, I believe things she would say to me. And so, fast forward, we get through that night. We all wrapping it up. Kind of tipsy and shit. We going back to her spot. We didn't go to the dorm that night. Like, we had went back to her spot. Because, like I said, our own place. And it was a nice little spot. So, yeah. We over there. We talking. Of course, like I said, she asking me about Marvin. And so I'm giving her the little play-by-play and all that or whatever. I'm like, yeah, he seems cool. Usually not the type of guy I'll date, but I'm digging him. So, you know, she was like, okay, yeah, he's a nice guy. Cool. We talking about other stuff. And she asked my roommate, he liked one of the guys, and she was like, oh yeah, they all seem cool. I got a couple of their phone numbers, and I'll pick who I want to kick it with. If they come at me a certain way, then come at me, but they gotta come correct. That showed me you gotta come correct if you want me to deal with you beyond the phone. But yeah, so, you know, we enjoyed the rest of the night, having our little impromptu sleepover, because that's basically what it turned into. We was a tipsy, and we were just wanting to kick it with each other. We wasn't ready to go as a dorm. And like I said, I didn't care for my roommate, but it was times where we had great vibes. She was good. She was cool as hell to hang around. And maybe because, like I said, these two that I was with were boy crazy. Even though these were men, but they were crazy about men, and I don't know. They was having a good time when we got men around. But anyway, they gonna have the best time when we got men around. Fast forward, it's the middle of the week, probably like a Wednesday or something, and I had been talking to Marlin like all week. And I had been talking to Marlin since, you know, that encounter. Like, he literally, like, this was like, we hung out on a Friday. He literally, like, hit me up the next day, like that Saturday or whatever, and Sunday, and into the middle of the week we had been talking. He was calling me in the morning, and we'll text throughout the day, throughout our classes, and then he'll hit me up at night. You know, we kind of like fell asleep on the phone a couple of them nights. Like I said, the vibe it just connect, like the chemistry just happened, and you don't have that happen too quickly. And me, I ain't gonna say I'm picky, but I am careful. even though, because like back in the day, I can say back then I was really careful about the guys that I intertwined myself with. No lie. I believe I became an adult and let, and let my standards down a little bit. Yeah, but back then, yeah. But that chemistry got to be right there, and it was there for us. And maybe I don't know. Like I said, he was somebody different, and I wasn't really looking, but we got really really tight. And so, and this is at this point, it's about what, 3 weeks into us talking to each other, and he's like, hey, we've been talking, a lot, and I want to go on an official date. Oh yeah, I'm moving too quick because we all had hung out in a group again, within these few weeks or whatever. We all hung out. We had somebody had like a card party and something like that. We all had been seeing each other. So like I said, it's about 3 weeks into us, getting a little close. And so he's like, hey, I want to go on a real date without the group because we all had been hanging out in group settings. So it's like, I want to take you on a real date, an official date. Oh, so you want a date? He's like, yeah. I want to go somewhere. Where would you like to go? I'm like, you're the guy. You should plan this. He was like, you right. Yeah, you right. It's like, yeah, just surprise me. Nothing too crazy, but surprise me. Here it is, Friday. I think me and Janice was sitting down somewhere. Yeah, we had went to lunch. I don't even think we had a class. Yeah, so it's like Friday. And me and Janise, we went somewhere to go eat lunch, some restaurant or whatever. And so she asking me about Marvin. I'm like, oh, Marlin, he's really, really cool. Just, telling her we had been talking like this. No, basically what I just told y'all. Fall asleep on the phone type crap.
Well, do you and your roommate possibly want to go do something this weekend? Go to the club or so this weekend. I want to do something different. We've been with the guys and stuff, kicking with all them people. Let's just go to the club and something like that.
I was like, that sounds like fun. Normally I would be up for that, but me and Marvin made plans. He wants to go out this weekend, go out on a date. She's like, I'm looking at her. I was like, did you hear me? She's like,
oh yeah.
I was like, damn, you good? You good? She's like, oh
yeah, I'm good.
I said, oh yeah, he wants to go on a date. She's like,
oh, okay, a date? That's what's up. I'm surprised.
I was like, what you mean surprised? She's like,
I'm just surprised, I know you say y'all was cool or whatever, but I'm just surprised y'all want to go on a date with each other, something like that.
I was like, why was that? I said, why would that be? I said, is it a problem? Should I not go on a date with him?
Oh, he good people. I was like,
oh, okay. So fast forward, it is Saturday, and we talked, me and Marlin, we've been talking or whatever, and he was like, well, I'm gonna come get you at this time. Be ready, because I know how you women be. I was like, you ain't gotta worry about it, Ali. I'm gonna be ready. So the time comes for us to link up. He calls me, hey, I'm outside. So I walk down because, like I said, I stay in a dorm, so it ain't like he can come up and get me. We drive off or whatever, and y'all, I wasn't in the car for a good, 2 seconds. I wasn't in the car for a minute, a good 2 minutes, and I'm getting a call from Janise. And so I kind of ignore it. And then how I knew it was Janise because we still had ringtones for people. And she was the only person with this ringtone. So I just ignored. I was like, I'll talk to her a little later. So I didn't answer the first couple times that she called me. He's like, damn, who blowing you up? You gonna answer them calls? I was like, no, I know who it is. I'll just talk to her later. So at this point, my phone is still chiming, but it's text messages. I'm like, damn, what this girl want? He was like, who is this? Your roommate? Oh, this is Janise. He's like, oh, she don't want nothing. What she got? She over there with so-and-so. He was talking about her dude. He's like, she don't want that. I just seen her over there with, the dude that she was talking to. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. He was like, I was like, but anyway, what's up? Where we going? And so he tells me where we're going. I'm like, oh, okay. I've been wanting to go to that place or whatever. It was some place I wanted to go to. So I was cool with that. And again, like I said, I ignored her text, I ignored her call, and I guess she was so determined to just talk to me. So I'm like, you know, because she called again. I'm like, you know what, let me answer this phone, because she gonna keep calling me if I don't answer. So I answer like, what's up, Janise?
What you doing, girl?
I was like, what you mean, what am I doing?
Girl, what are you doing? I mean, let's go eat.
Remember I told you that me and Marlin was going on a date? I said, hello? She said,
Oh yeah, that's right.
you don't remember that? I mean, you was saying that, hey, you gotta call me and let me know all the details of your little date.
Oh, girl, I forgot. I be having so much going on, you know, me and...
She got going on, which I'll explain y'all about that stuff later on. I'm like, oh, okay, girl, because I guess. And so I say, you know what? I don't want to be rude. I'm going to get off this phone. I just want to pick up because you was calling. I was trying to make sure everything was okay. I didn't know if something was wrong. I said, but I'm going to just hit you up a little later.
Okay, girl.
And he's like, what's it all about? And mind you, I'm the person where I would put your ass on speaker, so you better be careful what you say. And it wasn't to shade anybody. It was just, that's just how I used to talk on my phone on speaker, because at the time, y'all, we didn't have iPods and all that shit. We probably had some earplugs, but nobody wearing that shit like that. I don't remember. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. Fast forward, we're on our date or whatever, and the girl Janice was like texting me throughout the day, y'all. I'm like, oh my goodness. But you know, of course I didn't tell Marlin because I didn't want her to be like, what the hell. But she starts to call my phone as we walking out.
The hotline and I don't.
I say, this ain't nobody but Janice. As a matter of fact, she didn't text me down there the whole time we been at this spot.
What's up with her?
You know her, that's your girl too. I've been knowing each other longer than I've been knowing her.
I guess so. I don't know what's up with her.
Ended up, you know, hanging out a little bit longer. We went somewhere else. I can't even fucking remember. Somewhere outside to go just, you know, talk, catch up. And so I get to my room after he drops me off. And she is blowing my phone up. I'm like, girl. I answered the phone. And at this point, I'm kind of annoyed. I answered the phone. I was like, girl, what? What's up? I said, you was being rude as hell. I'm like, on a date and you are blowing me up. What is the problem?
I'm just trying to see how it goes.
What is the issue? You introduced me to this guy. And now you acting like I shouldn't even be hanging out with him. What's up?
I just want to know what's going on. I said,
I told you I would hit you back to let you know what is going on. What is the problem?
okay, girl. Okay, Tania.
Okay. Like, why you got an attitude with me? You the one being rude.
Well, I'm not trying to be rude, girl. I just want to know what's up.
Okay, I guess that's it. And I'll tell you about it a little bit later, but I just really got in my room. I want to get a shower and get into bed.
And we all just, can me and you just link up tomorrow and go have brunch? Just me and you.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. The next day comes and she's like, hey,
I'm outside. And if you're not ready, that's fine. I'll be sitting right here on the side of the building. And
on the little spots that she probably should even be parked in.
Come on down when you're done.
I'm just about done. I'm just finishing up something on my hair or something like that. Because at this time, y'all, we was heavy on the sew-ins. And I probably was flat ironing my shit down. Go outside, in the car, and we talking. I said, so what was up with you yesterday, girl? Why was you blowing me up like that? Something about Marlin you ain't telling me. You need to tell me.
Oh, he good people, girl. But, you know, I just want to make sure you're good, you know. I know, you know, you had your situations with, you know, some guys or whatever.
If you don't know the guy that I'm talking about, the guy that she's talking about, it is Savage. This was a time where me and Savage, like, was not talking for... We had got into it real bad. This was around the time, like, we had stopped talking. We had broke up for a little minute. We was, like, off and on or something. Like, we wasn't talking or something like that. I don't know. Because I had been here for... Yeah, this was around the time that me and Savage had, like, stopped talking. Because I had been here for, like, a year at this point. And around the time that I found out that he was still hooking up with the second baby mama. So yeah, I had started dating other guys. So yeah, and this was still within that same year. But anyway, so yeah. So she's like, I know
about your dude, and I'm just making sure you was good, because I know you was saying y'all had job problems and I don't know if you was ready.
I said, girl, I'm good. I'm good, baby. I know how to handle myself accordingly. And if I'm not ready for something, I'm not going to put myself in that situation.
Yeah, I get it.
So, you know, we out eating or whatever. I'm getting texts or whatever from Marlin. I got a call from him. I said, oh, you know, and I answered. And, of course, you know me, I'm putting people on speaker. And he knows it because I was like, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna put you on speaker, so be careful what you say. And if you need to get me off speaker, then hey, get me off speaker. I need to talk to you about something. I do that. So yeah, I have him on speaker, and he's saying all this little nice, sweet stuff, and I'm looking at her smiling, but she looking at me like, okay, the hell? And again, like I said, I'm trying not to think. I'm not really thinking anything about it. But I'm trying to understand. I do have a look of concern as well, because I'm like, why is she looking sad like that? I'm like, oh my goodness, what's up with her? And so, we talking.
I want to see you a little later. You could come over and come get you, and you can come over here and I'll cook dinner and da 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 da. I'm like,
Okay, that's cool. That sounds cool. Like I said, she got this dog look on her face. And so I get off the phone. I'm like, girl, what's up with you? Why are you looking like that?
Y'all getting really close too soon.
Why is that an issue? We just hanging out, getting to know each other. Ain't you happy for me? I was like, this is what you wanted for me to talk to other guys and, divert my attention somewhere else. I was like, why is it an issue? This is your friend you've been knowing for years, right? He good people, right?
He good people, but y'all, I don't want y'all to move too fast. Y'all need to pace yourself. I'm like,
why we need to pace ourselves? If we feeling each other and we do what we do, that's what we do. We grown.
Whatever.
I'm like, girl, you doing too much. What is the problem? Again, y'all, I ain't thinking too much into it, but I am at the same time, because now she did kind of spark my interest on, like, damn, do I need to watch myself around him? I mean, don't let me get into a situation I need to watch him. And again, why would you want to introduce your homegirl to some guy that you don't trust? I'm like, it can't be that. It's something else. I said, I'm gonna find out though. So we still kick it to have our little brunch, and we end up walking around the mall looking for something for somebody, somebody she had to buy something for. I'm like, and I did get a couple pieces or whatever at this I think it was Wet Seal. Wet Seal was our store. So yeah, I got some out of Wet Seal. Didn't really need shit, just wanted it. So yeah, anyway, she dropped me back off at the dorms or whatever. And still, she didn't really talk to me much while we in the mall or even on the ride home. I'm like, this girl really got a problem. I was like, maybe her and her boo going through something. She'll tell me about what she really tell me about it. Because me, I'm not going to press you about some shit that you got going on until you come to me about it. And then I'm going to voice my opinion if you want it. So yeah, that's how that relationship was with her. And that's how that relationship was with everybody. And it's still like that to this day. If you ask me my opinion, I'm most definitely going to give you my opinion. And you do what you want with that. So anyway, fast forward. I, get to my dorm, take me a little nap, and I get up and I shower and redo my hair, whatever. And so he's getting ready to pull up, and so, so he's, at this point, he didn't pull it up. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to come down. Blah, blah. We get to his house. And as soon as I walk in the door, I see Janise.
Hey girl, what's up? I didn't know you was coming over here.
I said, bitch, stop playing with me. You was in the car with me when I was on the phone with him. Girl, why are you playing in my face? And I probably didn't say playing in my face. It was something similar to that. I'm like, girl, why are you playing? Why are you lying?
Girl, I know, I'm just playing. She didn't say nothing because I knew I was gonna already be over here with my little boo or whatever, because
he was there too. That guy's grilled and cooked a lot of other sides and stuff, and I was like, ooh, hell yeah, because baby, I was wanting me some barbecue at the time. Yes, be some barbecue chicken breast, yeah, baked beans, hell yeah. So yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, girl, why you didn't say nothing, girl?
I'm trying to surprise you, girl. I know you thought you and your little boo's gonna have a little romantic rendezvous, but no, girl, this ain't that.
The hell, okay. And so, like I said, we kicking it that night or whatever. And she's saying some real questionable things, especially about Marlin. Saying some stuff about some stuff in the past that they did or whatever. Remember when we all blah, blah, blah. And now, like I said, at this point, I really got my antennas up, because it's given you and him used to hook up. And so I said, I'm making note, I'm going to ask him about, did they ever hook up? Because the way she was coming out with the stuff, the tea that she was trying to seek, the tea that she was trying to give, but not really directly give. Like, it was so tacky the way she was doing it, like trying to shade it. Like, she was trying to just throw it out there, but not make it seem like she was throwing it out there, make it seem like she was just reminiscing about their childhood. Girl, boo. No, bitch, that wasn't what she was doing. Like, girl, boo. Anyway, so yeah, we, like I said, we all just sitting around, we all full and probably buzzed at this point or whatever from whatever we was partaking in under the influence of whatever you want to be under influence under. So yeah, I'm in the room, I'm in his room, whatever. We just laying across the bed and we just in there talking, and then you can hear her like,
Where Tania and Marvin go?
this bitch know where we at. Why she acting like she don't know where we at?
What's up with her today? She been acting real. She been acting weird today.
She really have. I said, and I'm just gonna be honest, like, she kind of been making me question some shit. Just the little stuff she been saying here and there, and you know, like I said, and it started with the day we went on our first date or whatever. She was, you know, just so adamant about why we was going on this date, and then I said she made the remark about she feel like we moving too fast. But you know, when she heard you on my phone earlier about me coming over here, she was like, y'all moving too fast and blah blah. You know, I'm just explaining some shit that she said to him. And then I questioned him about some of the things that she was saying when we always just sitting around kicking it.
Oh, we never hooked up or whatever. She liked me and one of my homeboys, and she ended up dating him, and he used to say little slick stuff, but I just never paid it any attention. I just whatever.
Okay. I said, okay, so what you saying is I need to watch her because she got some slick shit up under her sleeve.
Oh no, but nothing. We never had anything, so I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna ask her about it. I'm about to call her on herself. I ain't gonna do it here because I don't want to start no shit and I don't want to embarrass her in front of y'all or whatever. Because at this point, he ain't my man, and I wasn't mad, but I still felt a little disrespected because this is somebody I'm trying to get to know, and you pulling some hoe shit. I can't deal with her, and you acting like a pick-me bitch. And we weren't using pick-me at the time, but she was really acting like one of them type chicks. Like, I told y'all, like, I don't understand why pick-me insecure bitches want to be my friend. Like I said, maybe I was the fly girl back in the day. Yeah, I was the fly girl back in the day. And I had good energy, and I was a whole vibe. I'm still a whole vibe, really. I may be mean to some people. I may come off a mean, sadiddy bitch to some people, but these dudes know what's up. Shit, these bitches, they know what's up. They know what's up. And they be trying to figure out why these men be want to be up under me. Because y'all doing way too much to be seen. I'm sitting back being myself. I ain't never been no chick like, ooh, pick me, hear me, see me. I ain't never been that. And I'm not finna shoot my shot at your ass. I'm the woman, you approach me, and I still feel like that to this day. You won't be forever waiting on me, baby. She was that girl, though. I wasn't her. And they just could not understand when a guy would probably choose me over them. Like, I'm telling too much right now. But anyway, so yes, y'all, I'm going to stop this right here. Y'all just going to have to tune back in to when y'all just have to tune back in and hear the tea about when I approached her ass about Marlin. So yeah, so y'all gonna have to just tune back in to when I decide to, you know, pull her to the side and talk to her about Marlin. Of course, I didn't do it at their house, but yes, y'all gotta tune back in to see how this play out. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with me to this video. Thank y'all so much for clicking on this video. And if you made it all the way through, it is greatly appreciated. Please come back. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Leave something in the comments. A dog, a cat, a fish, a star, something. It is all greatly appreciated. Or if you just want to rap about some situations you'd have had with a homegirl that was trying to be up under your man, because that's what it was given. But I'm not going to say that's what that was. But it was very much given that. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.
you.